Hi everyone, my name is Josh Gilbert. In this video, I'll be exploring different perspectives on obesity as a public health epidemic and connecting them to cardiovascular health, mental health, and three sociological parameters: race, gender, and social class. This presentation is based on my own experience in PED 2302 and the documentary Speaking Frankly, Fat Shaming. My goal is to compare, contrast, and evaluate the viewpoints presented and reflect on how my understanding of obesity has evolved. The first question: what factors did I believe in contributed to obesity? Before taking the class, I believed obesity was mostly caused by individual choices, overeating, not exercising enough, and lacking willpower. I thought fast food culture, sugar, technology, and convenience were the main drivers, but I did not think much about the larger social factors: income and access to healthy food, cultural expectations, or healthcare inequalities. How serious did I think the obesity pandemic was? I viewed obesity as a major public health crisis associated with heart disease, diabetes, and shorter life expectancy. I also believe the problem kept growing because our lifestyles were more sedentary. What I think the most significant impact was, the biggest impact in my mind was physical health, especially cardiovascular health, high blood pressure, heart strain, and mobility issues. I believe these risks were unavoidable if someone was obese. Did I believe body image attitudes affected physical health? I partially agreed. I thought society's body expectations could push people to try to lose weight, but often through unhealthy or extreme diets. I believe pressure could sometimes motivate healthy change, but I don't understand how harmful it could be. Did I believe body image deals with affected mental health? I strongly agree with this. I knew that body stereotypes and mental influence could lead to low self-esteem, depression, and anxiety. I had seen several friends, family members struggle with weight-related comments and situations. On the what is the body positivity movement? The body positivity movement promotes self acceptance for people of all sizes, challenges the idea that only thin bodies are healthy, attractive, and worthy. It focuses on fighting discrimination, improving mental health, and redefining body beauty standards. While the movement emphasizes body acceptance, critics remind us that focusing on positivity alone should not overshadow real medical risk. Um, Dr. David Katz, this is his perspective. Dr. Katz emphasizes that obesity poses major cardiovascular risks. He supports kindness and rejecting shaming, but he argues that ignoring the medical consequences of obesity can be dangerous. Dr. Katz has offered a balanced view, compassionate but grounded in science. He acknowledges mental health but stresses evidence based health behaviors. I think his perspective prevents the conversation from losing sight of real medical issues. This is Dr. Rebecca Puhle. Uh, he's a weight stigma researcher. Dr. Puhle argues that weight stigma has powerful negative effects. She says fat shaming does not motivate people; instead, it increases depression, anxiety, and weight gain. She pushes for eliminating discrimination in healthcare and schools. Her perspective is strongly research based. I think her approach is crucial because it helps shift the conversation from blaming individuals to understanding the social environment. This is the body positive activists, and they have people who feel as if it shouldn't matter what your body looks like. They promote that most bodies or how you look should be in your own light. This person usually argues that self love and representation are crucial. They believe health exists as different sizes and that people should not be judged by appearance. This viewpoint is empowering and supports mental health, but sometimes it can conflict with medical data if completely dismissed the risk linked to obesity. This is fashion industry perspective. Uh, the perspective focuses on visibility in media, more diverse bodies in clothing ads, magazines, and social platform. They argue representation improves confidence and reduces shame. Representation matters deeply for mental health and self-esteem, but media representation alone does not address the structural issues like access to health care or socioeconomic barriers. They also do this so they can feel more empowered by everybody. More people will buy their clothing brand or what they're selling, no matter the situation. If you have a bigger person uh, in your brand, you're not just limited to one person or one kind of person or class of people. You're just everybody will feel more included in the more like they should buy your brand. Person shaming, personal story, or fat shaming. Um, this individual describes how fat shaming led to depression, secret eating, and withdrawal instead of motivating weight loss. It made health worse. Personal stories are powerful and reveal how stigma increases mental health struggles. Excuse me, their experience supports Dr. Poole's research, showing that shame never leads to better health. This is sociological connections, race, gender, class, all the stuff that we see, not the mental part of it. All that we see. When we connect all these perspectives, such that we see deeper patterns of social class, access to fresh food, safe neighborhoods, healthcare varies widely. Low income communities face greater obstacles. The less money you have, the more you're gonna suffer. You might not have the same amount of money as the next person, so you'll have less access to better healthcare, to healthier foods. You won't have the same amount of stuff that the next person is getting because you don't have as much money. In gender, women experience far stricter body image expectations, leading to higher rates of eating disorders and stigma. In today's day and age, women's bodies are heavily criticized. Um, they all have a slim waist, uh, or they want everything to be bigger, except their waist and their stomach. But everybody, they judge women a lot harder today these days. In race, people of color often face healthcare discrimination, live in areas with fewer healthy food options. I guess you have people like who have food stamps. Well, not everybody takes food stamps, and everybody takes EBT. Not every you don't always have the best health care, or you can't always get served the same place as other people might of different gender or race. But